Welcome to the Wallace Show Aftercast. All the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. Headline. This headline caught my attention. It said, millennials are mocked for gentle parenting, but have they been right all along? Answer, no. But that's me as a Gen Xer saying that because I've seen so many parents trying to reason with their child that's in a full-blown hissy fit, and they're like, okay, Johnny, thank you for expressing yourself. Now let's try to use our words. And so, like, that kind of gentle parenting drives me insane. Like, if you're gentle parenting your kid, like, in your own home, and you're like, we don't say no, we just provide alternate choices, and it's like when you're trying to stick a fork in a light socket, you're going to scream no, and you're going to knock that fork out of that kid's hand.
We had to do this when I worked at the daycare, and we could not tell the kids no.
That is insanity to me.
It was, if Johnny used his teeth to bite another child, we'd say, Johnny, our teeth are meant to bite food. Let's bite food instead of people.
That's so different than we grew up. It was like if you bit another kid, you would get bit. And you'd be like, hey, see how that feels? It hurts, doesn't it? It's not fun, Johnny. I know you're crying and you're going to go home and tell your mom that I bit you. And then the mom's going to be like, why did you bite him? Because he bit Jimmy. And then they're going to go.
And then she's going to sue you.
No, but back in the day, they would go, Dadgummit, Johnny, we've talked to you about biting. You don't bite people. They would regulate it themselves.
Oh, yeah,
but
they don't
today,
anymore.
You're right. They're going to sue you because you said no or you taught them a lesson, which is crazy. But one child expert said, as a generation, the younger kids are more insightful with mental health concerns, more specific with emotional language, and that they're using to communicate it effectively with others. No, they're the most medicated and emotionally fragile generation we've ever had, and it's because we coddled them.
Well, it might be that the previous generations were all on one side, then millennials took it to the way other side,
Right.
and maybe the Zers,
Gen Z and Gen Alpha is next.
Yeah, maybe they'll come to the middle somewhere.
I hope so. Like I guess Gen X messed up millennials because millennial kids are responsible, like, pretty much for Gen X parents. Gen X parents are responsible for millennial kids. Like, my daughter is right on the cusp of millennial and Gen Z, and she definitely leans more millennial. So I guess, so it'd be earlier Gen X. It wouldn't be baby boomers, raising millennials.
No.
So I think it's predominantly Gen X.
Yeah.
But that being said, I know that I was not nearly as hard on my daughter as my parents were on me. I gave my daughter some grace and some room,
but
but it's maybe too much.
But that's a tough situation to compare because you were a son and she's a daughter and she's an only child, as you were one of five.
Five, exactly.
So,
like you had one kid to be patient with, whereas I can assume that it's harder to be equal levels patient with 5 kids.
I'm curious we kid around a lot about hypothetical Hayden, but if I had a son and a daughter, I know I would have raised them differently. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt,
he would have had to fend for himself.
He would have had to definitely fend
Haley
for himself.
Would have been like,
Daddy,
my car is going boom, boom instead of vroom, vroom.
Yeah, I definitely rescued her more than I would have rescued my son. And because it would have been
that was. Well, do you think that your parents treated your sisters different than you?
That's hard to say. My sisters are really independent. But like my 2 older sisters, all of our kids. No, because all of the kids we lived by a lot of the same rules, and we were taught to be self-reliant as much as possible.
They didn't want to.
They wanted nothing to do with us. No, that we were just taught to. When I was 16, I was trying to move out. And not because I didn't like my family. I wanted to be independent. My family was great. My mom and dad were great parents, but they taught me to be independent. I'm like, I put together a pitch as to how I could afford it. Now, there was no way I could have. In retrospect, that was the dumbest idea ever.
They were like, we wish you could afford it.
I know. We'll subsidize you. So I feel somewhat responsible for my daughter not being as aggressive professionally or what have you, or knowing as much as she probably should know because we kind of coddled her more. Now, we did make her get a job in high school, and she learned a lot of that, and she did well with that. She's always had a really good work ethic, which was instilled in me by my dad, and I instilled in her, and my mom, too. My mom is one of the hardest working people you'll ever meet in your life, and she does it for fun.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't have to be making stuff, taking on projects. She's 83, and she still is a go-getter.
She's 83. Wow.
She's 83, yeah. I wish she was going to be here for the hurricane season, but this year they have, like, Florida has come out unscathed, and even this big hurricane Melissa that's going to wallop Jamaica is going to hit and curve north and east, so it's going to even go away from the United States, so they're not going to get that one, and it's a Cat 5.
There was some rain from a hurricane like 2 months ago that hit some of the East Coast, but it was just storms.
Yeah, it was more like tropical storm.
There was really nothing that's been scary.
Yeah, the Melissa one's going to be bad for Jamaica, because you take these places that are basically sea level, and they flood, and that's a big thing. They have already bad infrastructure, so that goes down, and the human toll in these things is brutal. And like living the life after, like even if you survive it, you know, it's a tough life and a tough road to hoe to get back up.
And that was New Orleans situation, correct? Was like New Orleans
in Katrina?
Like this little,
it's below sea level.
Below sea level.
Right.
So there's no chance.
Then the walls,
the levees, when they fail, they flood.
Then it got worse.
And so, like the islands don't even have that.
Yeah.
I saw a thing today because we partner with Convoy of Hope. And you think of Convoy of Hope of, okay, where can you drive your 18-wheelers to help in the United States? They're actually working in Haiti as well, already preemptively. Jamaica, yeah. They're already down there, you know, being ready for this when it does hit because it's inevitable. And I guess they said this is the worst hurricane to ever hit Haiti. And it's supposed...
Jamaica?
I keep saying Haiti. It already hit Haiti. Jamaica. Thank you. And so it's supposed to be, I think, hitting Jamaica sometime in the next few hours, like getting like more full blown.
And we had a coworker who was supposed to go on vacation.
I know.
We're supposed to be there right now.
Yeah,
thank goodness he called out of that.
I just heard him saying, and I think we've postponed our trip. Dude, like 2 weeks is not going to be enough. Like you look at Florida, when Florida got hit really bad a few years ago, there are people in those areas that were displaced for 2 years. Like if this hits at a Category 5, you're not going back to sandals in 2 weeks.
No.
Even flooding in North Carolina took a while to die down whenever that hit last year.
Absolutely.
Well, and I think I would feel guilty wanting like an iced tea by the pool, and then there's somebody suffering and their house just burned down or something.
It's such a double-edged sword because I have the same thought about Goodwill. Hear me out. And I've talked about this on the show. Yeah, I've talked about this on the show before. So, like, you go there for vacation. You're actually helping them. You're providing income.
Boost the economy.
If you go there after like a natural disaster, like people going to Hawaii and Lahaina, that took a lot longer. And I remember Kim Kardashian being on that island and taking a lot of guff for that. But it's like if you're there and you're putting money into their economy and you're tipping well and you're helping, I don't think that's the worst thing. I have a problem. Like my church has a thrift store. And so we were doing a Feed My Starving Children thing on Saturday. We were filling up bags of food for kids around the globe. And I loved it. It was a lot of fun. And we did it at our church that has an outreach center. And so we went into the thrift store afterwards, and I'd never been in there. And they had this really great pair of Nikes that looked new. And one of the guys I was with like, man, I really want to get these. I'm like, probably a year ago, I would have been like, no, don't. Leave those for somebody else. But then somebody had called because I said, I don't ever buy anything really from Goodwill because I feel like I'm taking something and I can afford to go buy it. And the person that worked at a Goodwill was like, no, you are making sure that stuff is being bought and it is helping the programs that we have here. You're putting money into it, because those shoes could theoretically sit there and not be sold,
Right.
And so it a bird in the hand kind of thing for them. But it does feel a little weird. I wouldn't do it all the time. But like every once in a while, I don't have a problem with that. But that's what I told him. I'm like, yeah, you're going to put money back into this, and it's a good thing. So then his wife got something too. I'm like, okay, well, let's not get crazy. Oh, man. Now, speaking of crazy, Tom Cruise,
nice.
Crazy in Love.
Oh, Look at so crazy.
Now, remember, this is the guy that proclaimed his love for Katie Holmes on Oprah. Do you remember this? Gavin, see if you can find Tom Cruise.
He jumped on a couch.
Yeah, he
and went
jumped on
crazy.
a couch and was just insane. So it was Tom Cruise, Oprah,
may
start
already have it
searching
in
stuff
the-
like that.
Searching online or
Yeah, in our system.
In our system.
In Zeta, yeah.
Let's see.
This is, it's years and years
Oh,
and years
yeah.
ago.
I know which one you're talking
I
about.
think we played it. This
Let's
was
see.
back when Zach was still a
Tommy.
producer. So, it was a long time ago. I don't know if we have it or not, but you can look for it. But he is a very passionate young man. Oh, you found it. See, there you go. I knew you could do it.
What has happened to you? I'm in love. We've never seen you behave this way before. I know. Have you ever felt this way before? You're gone.
I wonder if he jumped on a couch when he got divorced too. For the second time.
Bless him.
Because he just can't find love. He's like
can't.
one of the wealthiest actors in Hollywood, and he can't find love.
And
sad.
it might be getting rougher for him because I just read an article that, well, keep in mind, he's 63 years old, okay? Well, he's been dating this actress who is 37 years old. Her name is Ana de Armas.
Oh, Anna.
I don't know her.
Dating? I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Well, they were.
Oh.
Not
Oh,
anymore.
no, Zach.
Okay. So we saw them out together. Pictures were taken. And then all of a sudden he's by himself. So people were like, what happened to Anna? He said, well, she wasn't up to my standards.
Tom.
What?
And I'm looking for someone with more charisma and life experience.
That shot's fired.
Right now, closer sources claim that he's saying that to make it sound like he dumped her, but
Yeah.
in reality, she dumped him.
Okay.
And didn't want him. And so now this is kind of like him living out his biggest fear in that he is becoming undateable.
I am fascinated by this because everyone in Hollywood worries about their image, and they always, what was that, Uncoupled, like Gwyneth Paltrow and the guy from Coldplay, they said a conscious uncoupling is what they said when they got divorced, okay?
Yeah.
And so everybody, they know it's sound bites, they know it's going to be used in the press, and so they're always very careful about how they phrase their breakup. So for him to literally throw that down and be like, she was not up to my standards, that's where you kind of get
Someone
to a
with
point.
more charisma.
Yeah, when you're 63, you just stop caring what people think, I guess. Or I'm Tom Cruise.
I
Doesn't
think
matter.
he's that. I think he's full of himself. I think he's in love with himself.
Yeah, and he'll be alone.
Yeah, I think he will. He already doesn't. Which I found out. Who was telling me this? I don't remember. I think a friend of mine. He is a Scientologist.
Yes, he is.
And so there, if you get divorced, you are not allowed to have a relationship, of course, with your ex, nor with your kids.
What?
That's what this friend of mine told me, which is crazy because he doesn't have a relationship with, I know, the daughter that he had,
Surrey. Yeah.
with Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
And that's just sad because she even, I think, no, that was Brad Pitt's kids, changed their last name.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, all that to say, he could find himself alone because he may just be too in love with himself. I don't know.
So he's been through
So he
two
can-
marriages
Yep.
and a few other dating scenarios.
So he can hang on to a helicopter,
Yeah.
but he can't hang on to a relationship.
I was hoping him and Taylor Swift were going to get together.
Ew.
You think so?
Yeah, I was
You really
hoping.
wanted that one?
I did.
She'd be way
She's
taller
like
than him.
4 inches taller.
That's true.
Because
Yeah.
he's like your height,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
maybe taller.
And she's
smaller.
5'10", I think.
She's
Yeah.
like, or
She's
5'11".
tall.
And then if she wears heels,
Even taller.
Because Nicole Kidman was 5'11",
Was she really?
and she was taller than him.
She looks really tall in that pantsuit in those heels
know.
in the AMC.
Because,
They are. They've started running a different version of that at my AMC that I go to, which I'm thankful for, but I have to memorize it now. Because when we do that one, because in here, and I always go, 2, 3, they are, and I yell it really loud.
and everybody loves it. And
Everybody
laughs.
loves it. Oh, they're like, that guy's funny. That guy in E5, he's funny. Or I used to yell, we know they are.
It's
Yeah.
funnier every time. I'm
Yeah.
sure Marty loves it.
Oh, yeah. I'm the
Never gets
funniest
old.
guy in the movie theater. So many times when we go, though, like we go early afternoon, and we usually go a few weeks after a movie's kind of already hit. And there'll be us and one other couple, maybe 3, 4 other people. That's it. I really do like that, actually. You get your pick of seats, because where I go, you can't pick your seats ahead of time. They haven't gotten that technology yet, apparently, in Spring Hill. But
that doesn't stop your wife from wanting to get there 30 minutes early.
That's the problem. When we go in Franklin, because you can pick your seats, she's now good with just getting there a few minutes beforehand.
Okay.
Love that. That's growth.
That's growth.
But like when we go to the one where you can't pick your seat, she still wants to be there 20, 30 minutes early. And the second we walk in the door, she goes, you know what we need? And then she heads to the movie theater, like to go get her seats so that she can put her foot up on that railing.
Have you ever gone to a movie where you didn't get that seat?
We did once, and it was my fault because I made us late, and it was not good. It was not good. I paid for that.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
She was mad the
whole
time?
day. Yeah. Ruined her day. No, I'm just kidding. She wasn't that bad. Not that bad. Yeah. So, yeah, we try to make sure that we get that because you have two shots at it. Each theater that we go to, they have on each side, they have that railing. And so we try to get that railing on either one. So if it's a movie that is new out, we come to Franklin to see it so we can pick the seats.
So if you see Wally and Marty at the theater and you're going to go see the same movie as them and you just take that seat on purpose.
Please do.
And just make Wally's life horrible.
Be so great.
Like, I'm reserving this one and that one.
It would make me laugh, actually. All right. Do you have any birthdays for us, Rob?
No. Come on.
It's just sometimes you do ask him to do it, sometimes you don't.
It would. You know what? If you took both of those and you ruined my movie experience, that would be like a birthday present for me. It would be so great.
There you go. Okay.
Speaking of birthdays.
I'll take it. I've got 3, actually.
Oh, wow.
Ariana wants to wish her dad, Nate, a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Nate. Said, my dad is turning 43 years young. He is a history teacher for a high school. He is a great dad who is a soccer and football fan. He likes the Cleveland Browns, FC Cincinnati, and Liverpool.
Wow.
Liverpool's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah, Premier League.
Okay, yeah.
Good,
over there.
Good stuff. Others are, I don't care about MLS. Soccer.
Yeah, yeah. And the Browns is a tough.
One.
That's a loyal guy. That's a guy that's going to be there for his family his whole life because he likes the Browns. Like, good for you, sir.
That's fine.
But he's rough on Sundays.
Yeah.
Nate, once again, is getting another shout out from his wife, Rachel.
What a good family.
Said, our 3 kids play club soccer, and he stopped coaching varsity high school soccer to pour into their careers.
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
He's
Careers.
truly their biggest fan. Our oldest sent him a shout out, but I needed to too because he's my favorite person.
Nice.
Aw.
There you go.
Club
Nate sounds
soccer is fun.
amazing.
And then finally, Hagen wants to wish his wife, Ashley, a happy birthday, saying she is a wonderful wife, partner, friend, and as of this year, a wonderful mother.
Oh, congratulations.
I cannot ask for a better person to spend my life with. Here is an interesting question, okay? The 3 of you are planning a heist.
I like it.
What are you stealing, and what role do each of you play? Now, I was thinking about the role. Someone needs to be in the getaway car and drive us off, okay?
Not Gavin. He does the speed limit.
That's right.
that's
Gavin,
true.
Cannot
you're
be
out.
Gavin.
That's
He
true.
will never speed.
You don't want me there.
Someone needs to be on the end of the rope, and someone needs to be lowering the rope.
Well, obviously, we're lowering you because you're the lightest. Like
so
trying
you're
to,
going to be the get out guy?
yeah. So trying to lower Gavin or me is going to be hard for you.
Me
Yeah.
to share what I stole with y'all?
Remember, you're on the other end
Yeah,
of the
like
rope.
what do I do?
Like we can leave you there
That's-
and let you
that's
get
true.
caught. We
No,
can
you're
tie it
right.
off and we just go
So I'm trusting Gavin to lower me down?
and pull
Yeah.
you back up.
girl, you're like so lightwait. I could pick you
and
up
then
right now.
Wally will like be driving already. He'll be calling
Yeah.
us, making our phones go off in the middle of it. Like, y'all ready? Come on. We gotta
I'll
go,
be
go,
that.
go, go,
I'll be
go."
that guy that like you go to get in the car. I just pull up a little. Come on, guys, get in.
Wait, what are we stealing?
That's a good question.
A McDonald's
The-
Diet Coke machine.
Oh yeah, no,
The
a
syrup.
full Coke. No, like the good one. Yeah, that would be a good one. A good thief, a good theft. I like that. The original recipe for Coca-Cola.
Oh, I thought you were going to say KFC chicken,
Ooh, that would be good too.
which I think was leaked.
That's a good question. Like if you were to steal like a recipe for something,
Okay.
like what would it be? What would it be the recipe for? Coke, chicken. Are there other good ones? Because there's so many foods that I like that I can't replicate.
We should steal the recipe for Ozempic and make
Oh my
millions.
Oh my
Great
goodness,
idea.
That's
I love where
actually
you're going.
criminal.
We're doing this on Thursday as a topic. This is so good. Remember that example? Topic Thursday.
Thanks a lot,
heist. I
Hagen.
know. Heist. What would you steal?
And he
Love
has
it.
to write it
What
immediately
recipe?
or
I know,
he'll
or I'll
forget.
forget it. What recipe? That's how I spell that. That's how I remember.
Recipe. Yeah, that's recipe.
Steal. Okay, I love it. Well, there you go. That is a great day. A lot of work has been done here today, and we appreciate you being a potty. And thanks for that.